Welcome, sleepy soul. You've had a long day, and now it's time to let your mind quiet down, to ease away from the hustle and the noise. Here, you are safe. Here, there is only calm. Settle in. Rest your head. Feel the blanket of stillness settle over you. Let us wander together through the shadows of time to a quieter world where the night was longer, the stars clearer, and sleep came in two gentle waves. Tonight, we're going to explore a forgotten rhythm of rest, a way of sleeping that shaped lives for centuries, a pattern once common, but now almost entirely forgotten. This is the story of two sleeps and the silent hours in between. Long ago, before the buzzing of smartphones, before the clatter of clocks, before the hum of modern life filled our nights, there was a different way of being. When the sun went down, people didn't try to stretch the day endlessly. They didn't fight the darkness. Instead, they let it gently wrap around them. In medieval Europe, and even further back into the ancient world, sleep came. Not once, but twice. This pattern, this curious, peaceful dance with darkness, was called segmented sleep, or more simply, the first sleep and the second sleep. Imagine it now. The sun has slipped below the horizon. The air cools. A family gathers in their modest home, the fire crackling softly in the hearth. The walls glow orange with flickering candlelight. Dinner is done. The sounds of the day, the hammering of the blacksmith, the clatter of carts, the bleating of goats, have all faded into silence. There is no artificial light to keep them awake, no screens, no urgent emails, just quiet, just darkness. And so, a few hours after sunset, they go to bed. This is the first sleep. The first sleep would last for several hours, usually from around 8 or 9 in the evening, until just past midnight. And then they would wake, not in a rush, not with alarm, but slowly, naturally. In the deepest part of the night, the household might stir. One might rise to tend the fire or check on the animals. Others might simply lie there in thought or prayer. This quiet interlude between the two sleeps was known as the watch. It was a time of peace, of reflection, of calm awareness. Some people used this time to read scriptures or write in journals. Others whispered quietly to their spouse or stepped outside to gaze at the stars. There were even folk remedies and herbal drinks taken during this time, warm milk steeped with lavender, or poppy seed infusions, meant to ease one back into restful slumber. It wasn't considered insomnia. It was just how the night unfolded. The night's silence was not empty. It was full of tiny rituals. This was when dreams were remembered, when prayers were spoken, when candles burned low and time seemed suspended. The body rested, but the mind wandered. And after an hour or two, sleep would return, softly, naturally, and the second sleep would carry them through to dawn. Waking with the sun was calm and unhurried. Morning didn't begin with alarm clocks or blaring radios. Instead, it arrived like a bird on the windowsill, a gentle promise of a new day. And so, day after day, night after night, this was the rhythm. Sleep, wake, rest, dream. 2 quiet journeys through the dark. This practice wasn't unusual. It was the norm. Writers, doctors, and philosophers mentioned it casually in their texts. From England to France, from Germany to parts of the Middle East, the 2 sleeps were widely known. Even in ancient Rome, references exist to midnight wakefulness as something ordinary. In a world before gas lamps, before electric bulbs, before the concept of a 9-to-5 workday, life moved with the sun. The night was long, and so people used it gently, wisely. They embraced the stillness. In those quiet, moonlit hours between the 2 sleeps, imagination bloomed. Some believed these hours were ideal for insight. The mind, half asleep, halfway between the real and the dream. Others found it to be a moment of intimacy with the divine. It was not wasted time. It was sacred. So, what changed? Why don't we sleep this way anymore? With the rise of artificial light in the 17th and 18th centuries, especially gas lamps and later electricity, people began staying up later. Evening hours grew brighter. The line between day and night blurred. The Industrial Revolution brought schedules and shifts, factories and time clocks. Sleep was compressed. Efficiency, not nature, began to rule our rhythms. And so, over time, the memory of segmented sleep faded. But the body still remembers. Have you ever woken in the night, fully alert, for no reason? Perhaps you were simply slipping into the ancient rhythm, a quiet echo from long ago, an invitation to rest, reflect, and return. So now, as you lie in the gentle darkness, let your mind drift to candlelit nights, to wooden cottages, to the silence between two sleeps. There is nothing you need to do now. No light to turn off. No task unfinished. Only the slow, soft unfolding of rest. Let your breath settle. Let your body become still. You are safe here. You are resting now. In time's gentle arms. Sleep. First. And then again. Just like they did in centuries past. Good night, wanderer of the past. Good night.